Okay, so here's the scenario. You like to work on your computer doing your lesson for the Watchtower, but it's very convenient to have it on your phone and have all your answers on your phone, right? So that's what I'm going to show you how to go about doing today. You can do all your work on your computer at home, and then when you're at the meeting you can have all your stuff and things that you want to talk about all lined out on your phone, but you can do it right here before you get there. So here's how you go about doing that. This was an easy answer here, so I put the answer there. So I want that to reflect on the phone now. So what we need to do, and let's say that was the whole lesson, it wasn't just one thing. In this case it is, but I want to select create a backup. Let's say we got our whole lesson done now. So we're going to make a backup. Now you can save it as this name. I've got it saved to my one of my drives, and then I save my file under JW bookmarks backup. So wherever you save it at, just save it to your hard drive. And I named mine this here, so I just click on that one time and it'll rename it down here for me. And then I save it and I let it go ahead and overwrite, because that's what I want it to do. I want it to constantly update. I want to go one direction with this. I don't want to go backwards, because that would really make a mess out of it. So let it overwrite it. So the next thing we're going to need to do is go to our want to get to our phone screen. Okay, so now here's my phone screen over here. You got to connect your phone to your computer. Of course, you got to use another software to get it to do what I'm doing here, but I'll show you how it works here. You don't need to install the other software. All you need to do is plug your phone into your computer, and then open up your File Explorer on your computer, and then you go to your phone. If you plug your phone into your computer, then you should see this. You might have to answer some questions. I forget what those were, but you got to say okay and let it do it, basically. So at this point you won't see this until you turn your phone on. Your phone has to be on. You're not in the lock screen. You have to unlock the screen, and then this will show up. When you got that, then you can go into there and you're looking for your download folder. I'm going to say downloads because everybody's familiar with that. When you download on your phone, you're likely going to go to your download folder and find out what it is you just downloaded. And so you can see I've got this one here already in here from the last time I did this. So I'm going to delete that one. And now I want to open up another tab up here at the top of your File Explorer. This time we want to go over to where we saved our file at. So I've got it on this drive. I've got it in JW bookmarks backup, and then right there it is. So that's the one I want to bring over. So I want to copy that. Use the copy here, and then we want to switch back to this tab over here because we got it on our phone now. So we're going to go over here and paste it. So this one's looking at our phone, and then this tab is looking at our hard drive where we've got it saved on our drive. And in this case yours will be different here. I guess in this case you might have a different phone. So same thing. Just put it where you know you can find it, because that's important. Now that that's done, you can close this and you want to go to your phone and you can go to close JW library there. You want to go to your downloads folder. Now by default, you're going to have this one here by default on your computer, on your phone, because that comes with it. This one here you're going to download. You're going to have to download it if you want this one. I like this one. So we'll have a look in here real quick. And then in here we look at our downloads here. We'll go into there. We're going to see our file here. At this point you can double tap that and it should do the restore, but I'm not going to do it in here. I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to go into this folder here because I like this one. Then I'm going to go to my downloads, and now I'm going to go to my file that I want to update with. So by clicking on this, it'll cause it to do a restore. Okay, so it pulls up JW Library, and if it's for the first time and you haven't already done it, I've had this JW Library up for a little while. So let it finish updating. You can tell because you'll see a little purple line here going across while it's updating. After it gets through updating, then click on restore. And so I'll do that now. Alright, now what happens in here should reflect what happened on here. So let's look in here in my files on this one. And okay, so I've got this right here inside of there on that. Now let's go back and look at the phone, and you see it's not here. It should be, but all we got to do now is just let's go to this little tab over here, and then we'll switch back to this one over here to meetings. And now it should update. There we go. The information that I transferred over. So don't let that affect you. If it's not there, just back up or turn it off and restart it if you want to, if that's easier for you. And you'll see those updates. Okay, so like I was saying, we always want to go from the computer. We want to save it on the computer the way we want it, and then we want to bring it over to the phone. And then always go in that direction. That's what I'm trying to get at. If I do some of my stuff on my phone, like at work, if I was to do some of my other stuff on my phone at work, then what I would do is come home and look at my phone, and whatever that I did on my phone, I would make it match up on my computer. Not by transferring a file, but just by looking at this screen and matching this screen and matching that screen. You can also email it to yourself. That's another way of doing it, or any other means you can come up with to get it over there. There's several. So if you've never updated before, you want to click on this on the computer. On the phone, you want to do the same. Click right there. And then on the phone, you're going to have to slide this over, and you'll see updates here. On the computer, it will show up right here as updates. So I don't have any updates for the computer. Obviously I did those already, but I haven't done the ones on the phone. So in order to update the ones on the phone here, just click on that. And those are all the things that need to be updated. Now, this doesn't have any audio. This one does have audio. This one has audio. This one is an audio. I think this one's an audio. So, what you have to do is kind of keep in mind which ones that these are, because if you've never downloaded the audio for them, then you'll have to go into them and update the audio as well. I'll just do one on here, but let's click on updates, click the cloud up here, and let it update. I'm going to click back on, go to the home button over here. the home button. And we'll have a look at this one here, and I'll show you what I mean. If you look in there at your audio files, you got to give them a little bit of time to come in. But see how this one's not downloaded and these are. So in my case, I like to keep my audio files up to date. You can stream it down, but if you lose your connection, then you can't stream. You're going to want it to be downloaded probably. The reason you wouldn't want to download it is because you have limited space on your phone. But if you do have a phone or a tablet with lots of space on it, then maybe you'd want to go ahead and download it so you'll have it available. And we could do that in two ways. You can click on these buttons right here. It's 3 dots. You click on download media, and it will let you download the media by clicking this here. And if you know you've been updating it and you know that this is the last one that's just not updated, you could just update that one by clicking that and then click on download audio right there. So I will show you the right way to do it. The best way to do it is probably this way, but it's not the only way. But the thing about this is that it will give you some kind of confirmation. See, it's saying it's not downloaded, and then now it is downloaded. So after it got it done, then it updated itself. But sometimes you'll be stuck with a button here, so just go here, turn it off, tap up here somewhere, and then go back and tap on it, and it'll give you confirmation that it was in fact downloaded and ready.